Today I'll be hiking the Bluff Point State Park trail all the way over to Haley Farm. I'm going to split this video into 4 sections. Part 1 will take me up the western coast. Part 2 will be the Peninsula Beach. In Part 3, I'll be hiking down the center of the peninsula, back up again, and then over towards its eastern coast, down that shoreline. And finally in Part 4, I'll be hiking over to Haley Farm State Park, spend some time on the shore there, and head back. Part 3, the Central and Eastern Trails. We've now finished the Western Coastal Trail. The Southern Shoreline was down there in that secret little trail. And now in Part 3 of this video series, I've backed up my hike a little bit to pick it up here so that you don't miss out on these beautiful trees. This dirt road is going to wind back through the center of the peninsula towards the beginning, or the ending now, where I showed you earlier. But before we hit that point, we're going to veer off onto some beautiful woodland trails. And we'll follow those trails in a northern direction, and then turn around and head back south. And then we'll veer off and head to the east and explore the eastern shore, which will then lead us to Haley Farm. Did I lose you? Don't worry, just follow me, I'll take you there. Right here to the right is where we finish Part 2, the shoreline hike. So you see how I backed us up so you wouldn't miss that beautiful section right there? I don't want you to miss anything. This trail is really pretty right here, but it's probably a little more fun for me. So I'm gonna speed it up for you. That way you can see everything just a little bit faster. And coming up on our left is Sunset Rock. And when we come back in this direction, this is where we're gonna come out. So we'll be traveling that route later on our way back. Continuing forward. I will admit I have walked this dirt road along the western coast and down to that shoreline many times because I used to live around here, but I have never been on this portion of the road. Oh, look at that. And I've never explored the trails out here, so this should be fun. But I'm going to come over here and see what this is. Governor John Winthrop Jr. Homestead. I don't know who that was, but this is where he lived. And this reminds me a little bit of my Hartman Park video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But the moral of the story was, all this stuff you're piling up and accumulating, well, it all just ends up in a big pile of rubble in the end. And the more you manage to accumulate, the bigger the pile of crap in the forest that people find hundreds of years from now. Like, what was that? That was somebody's house? All right, so this is the part of our journey where we're veering off of that dirt road and exploring the beautiful woodlands in the center of this peninsula. And check out this forest. No underbrush. That's one of my favorite things. Wow, would you look at the colors of these leaves? Oh, I hope this translates to video. And look at them fluttering down to the ground so we can crunch over them and listen to the beautiful sound of the invasive birds flying overhead. Okay, but all kidding aside, you must veer off the dirt road. Everyone just follows that dirt road. Don't do it. Make an adventure for yourself instead. And now we're reaching the end of our northern journey. Here's the road we'll be taking out. That goes straight to Haley Farm over there, but we're not done. We're gonna head south again, take a different trail back towards the tip of the peninsula. Why? Because I want to explore more of these trails. It's just too pretty to only pass through here once, through one route. So we're gonna take more routes. And look at this, a really cool rock. It's one of my favorite things. See, we would have missed this if we hadn't come back through. Look at Barsoom, he's having a great time. Beautiful stone wall walk. Puppy. See, this is just too perfect to only walk through it once and only explore one trail system. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is incredible. Because I don't want it to get too dull for you, because I know it's not the same as when you're actually here, I am editing out part of this journey There was a lot more to see, so come see it. Now this trail should lead us back to the historical site, and it has. We're going to continue across the way, explore more of this inner trail system. If we continued straight, that would bring us back to the western coast, but we're going to take this left right here, which will eventually bring us to Sunset Rock. But first we have to cross a few stone walls. I love stone wall crossings. And another one. Quite a few stone wall crossings. And look at this little clearing. This is really pretty. We've now gone from no underbrush to pretty underbrush. There's Sunset Rock. So I imagine that when the leaves drop, you can probably get on top of that and watch the sunset over the ocean. There we go, back to the main road. There's the Sunset Rock sign. Remember I showed you that earlier? That was so you would know when we arrived here again. And now instead of continuing straight forward like we did last time, we're going to take this right over here and we're going to start working our way towards the eastern coast of Bluff Point after another stone wall crossing. There's a little bitty stream right here, barely flowing. I'm going to film it anyway because I love me a good stream. Almost as much as a stone wall crossing. Maybe more. All right, so this trail is going to bring us to the eastern coastline, and I can see it right there. See the ocean through the trees? Ta-da! I can see the ocean through the trees. Now, just like the other two parts of this video, I'm going to keep quiet while you enjoy the shoreline. Well, that was a beautifully private public beach area. If you wanted to go somewhere and have it all to yourself, I'll bet you even in summer there's probably not people out here. It is about a mile or so walk to get here, and you'd have to know where it is, but it's on the map. Look, here's another one. I wonder if this one's empty too. I'll bet you it is. That's because everyone else is sticking to that easy dirt road. You gotta venture out to get to the good stuff. I am telling you, I have not seen a single person anywhere in these woodland trails as beautiful as they are on any of these beaches on the eastern side. On the other hand, I did see plenty of people on the dirt road walk coming out here, but I'm going to edit them out for you in post. So you'll feel like we're having a private walk. And speaking of all those people on the dirt road trail, why are they on the dirt road trail on a weekday? Shouldn't they be at work? It's like noontime, and they're too far out to be on their lunch break. I don't know what it is. This used to be completely silent during the week, but apparently everyone is working from home, but they're not really working from home. You're getting their voicemail because they're out here. They're not in their home office. And for those of you who might be saying, well, what are you doing out here in a weekday in the afternoon? Hey, the ducks gave me the day off. I'm in retirement phase here. I put in my blood, sweat, and tears for 20 years. Way too many tears for 20 years. So now I'm in my healing therapy phase. So unless you're in your healing therapy retirement phase from rescuing animals, Get back to your home office and get to work. Watch this video from your home office. These trails are mine. That is a beautiful tree, right? So this is described on the description in all trails as some kind of a sandy loop, and I wasn't really sure what that was going to be. I thought it was going to be a beach, but this is even better. I'm really enjoying this just because it's different than a beach. I mean, the beaches were really pretty, but now I get to try out something new. We're at the end of this loop, which I have sped up for you because it's more fun in person. Definitely do it. And now we're heading back toward the main trail. We came in from the left. We're leaving to the right. Remember the start of this part 3 video when we headed inland from the tip of the peninsula, hit the road, swung around, went back out again. Now we're going back in again. Well, we are about to hit that same dirt road again. We're not going to take the left to the parking lot, though. We're going to take a right to Haley Farm. See? Just like I told you. Left parking lot, right Haley Farm. And if you want to go with me, I know you do, check out part 4 of this video series. Things are scary, cemetery, read you in obituary. My